Welcome into another edition of Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey here on YouTube, as the 7-13-1 Cardinals will take on the 15-4-0 Mattawan Wildcats. Big Rapids coming off of a 9-4 loss last night to Lowell, Caledonia, where their starting goaltender Evan Bowen was out, so Zach Jones, the senior defenseman, stepped in for his second appearance in net. But today, Evan Bowen back after influenza A and a double ear infection, from what I've been told. This kid plays through a lot. Was starting to get sick a week ago in that Reese Puffer game, but played fantastic in the 8-1 victory. And the senior is back between the pipes in the goaltender gear today for Big Rapids. Still missing senior forwards Luke Welch and Tyler Bigford. And I talked with Coach Blashill earlier today about the impact that those guys have had for the team and also some of the depth for this Cardinal roster. And we'll have that conversation coming up later. A long, nearly 12-minute interview with Blashill. Finally got to sit down and talk with him and had a lot to say, which was a great conversation, and I'm excited for you guys to be able to listen to that later on in this broadcast before starting lineups and national anthem. But again, the Mattawan Wildcats 15-4-0, coming off of a 5-4 victory last night against Cadillac. So 2 road games for Mattawan, traveling up 131 to Cadillac, and then sticking around in Big Rapids for tonight, for this afternoon's game. About halfway done with warm-ups. And with the scene set, we'll bring you the Coach Blashill interview, as we'll most likely have a Zamboni cut afterwards, so got time to have the 12 minutes conversation on the air. So again, Big Rapids and Mattawan, and before that, here's my conversation with head coach Tim Blashill earlier today. Back on Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey, and long-awaited time now to talk with head coach Tim Blashill. Coach, coming off of a loss yesterday, but just want to talk more about the season in total, since we haven't really had a lot of time this season to really talk and break everything down. But sitting at 7-13-1, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Josh. And I know we talked about doing this earlier, and so I do appreciate the time. And I want to thank you also for all the effort you put in this year. You've done a great job, so we all appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate that.
For sure. No, it's been an interesting year. Starting with last night, obviously we got hit with the influenza bug a little bit this week, and ended up having about 7 kids out at different times, including our goaltender Evan Bowen. So our emergency backup is Zach Jones, and Zach stepped in last night and honestly played great. I mean, he really did. We talk about desperation a little bit and trying to limit shots, and we gave up 12 shots in the first period. So, and he only gave up 2 goals.
Yeah.
And he did a great job. So, obviously not exactly ideal in terms of that, but can't thank Zach enough for stepping in and doing whatever it takes to help our team. And in terms of our team, though, I think, we've played some good hockey, especially the last month. Haven't always won games, but we've been in games, and we've been playing very strong. I think our forecheck and kind of that senior leadership is helping our cause right now greatly, and that's going to be the key for moving on in the playoffs. So trying to fine-tune that and keep moving forward. Yeah,
I said earlier on in the season, it seemed like once the games got consistent and guys got into the consistency of playing 2-3 times a week, that's when Big Rapids started to pick it up and start to play really good hockey. I saw it with Evan Bowen just being more consistent in goal. Saw it with just the team and their effort they gave day in, day out. And after that first month and a half of the season, it wasn't looking great, but started to play really good hockey really around that Petoskey game, the 3-0 win, and then going into Traverse City and getting the OT win against Davison, which I've talked with other people. The Davison game wasn't even one of the best games, but they just stuck with it and got the overtime win and kind of rode that momentum and have continued it on. And last night, the loss against Lowell, Caledonia, which a team that maybe you beat if you have a healthy team, and unfortunately have to stick Zach Jones back there in a position where he's just taking shots at him over and over and over again. He played one game before, but it was 3 shots on goal in the Lakeshore game. So it's one of those tough situations, and now looking forward to a game in Mattawan where a team that's 15-4 but doesn't seem to have as tough of a schedule as Lowell Caledonia has this whole season, and they've played similar opponents. They beat Davison 3-1. They played TC West and beat them 5-3, but they only beat TC when they also didn't have their starting goaltender and they had a kid in net.
Yeah, exactly. You did your homework. Yeah, for sure. No, I think if you go back to even that Macomb Dakota game, that was kind of a good example of us playing pretty well in that game but not winning.
Yeah.
And so obviously those are things that you take the good and the bad out of each game. We always talk about coaching the results, or not coaching the results, but how we play. And obviously I was out with COVID at that time, so I had a chance to watch your broadcast and got a different perspective of it, which sometimes is good. And sometimes you see some different things, watching from afar. So I think that was a good example of a game that we played well, but we couldn't finish. So now we need to start scoring those goals, and that's something that we did do against Petoskey. We kind of finished there. Did do against who did we play last week there?
Reese Puffer last weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously we exploded for a lot of goals in that game, but they were also nice goals. They weren't, the goaltender they had was a good goalie, and we scored some very nice line rush goals, some backdoor goals, guys going to the net hard. So we'd love to see that as a coach, because I think that's one thing that's hurt us a little bit throughout the year, scoring.
Yeah.
And hurts every team, but I think we had played good games where we just couldn't score. So you take all these things, historically I think we always kind of start a little bit slower. I do like, a lot of years you don't get a chance to play the same team twice throughout the year. We always play Cadillac twice, and then this year we got a chance to play the Sioux twice. Both first games were at the start of the year, second games in December and January. So it was a good measuring stick for us, and I liked where we were at from there. So that's what we're always talking about, is developing every day at practice, every game. So I liked the development that we, the path that we're on. But now we got to keep going. Now we got to overcome too. And we talked about, we're not the only team that's sick. We're not the only team that TC,
true.
TC had to play defenseman the other night against Mattawan. So these things come up, and they come up in the playoffs. So we got to be prepared for anything and everything, and every game and every chance can be an opportunity. And so last night was the same.
Yeah, and now with Mattawan today, and then you've got Sheboygan trip next weekend, and then after that just one home game, and that's the senior day, and that's it for the regular season. And then hosting your regional game, and if you make it, hosting the quarterfinal afterwards. It's going to be a lot of games here at Ferris, which will be nice for the home fans. And another big night with the senior night, also getting news that the Stanley Cup will be in the building. So that'll be a fun one down the stretch in just about literally 2 weeks from now. Yeah,
that'll be great. Good opportunity. Brian Garlock, who is the video coach for Tampa Bay, former Braja player, former Big Rapids High School player, worked for me here at the Ice Arena as well. And I've been friends with Brian for a long time, and so we had a chance this summer, and unfortunately COVID struck at that point.
Yep.
So I was happy all around for us, for him, for everybody that he's got a chance to bring the cup up here. So that's going to be a great day, fun day, busy day. But it's going to be great all around. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, we got 4 games left, and we got, I think kind of the good matchups too that we're looking forward to go into the playoffs. Like you said, Mattawan's got a great record. I think I was talking to their coach. Last year they had 23 kids try out. This year they had 39 kids try out.
Which is just great to see the influx of players.
Exactly. You always like the numbers there. So they're an improved team. I know from some of the games they played, that they've certainly they're competitive. So it's a good matchup for us again. Unfortunately we're still out a couple players. Tyler Bigford and Luke Welch are still out sick today. But again, an opportunity, and that's what we just talked about in our pregame meeting. Every game, let's take that step and get better and make the most of these opportunities. So, and I think, next week going to Sheboygan, same thing, good road trip. We're playing Jeffers on Friday, which is always a good UP team that's going to test us. And then Sheboygan will be another test. So, and then at home against Granville to finish it off.
Talking about Luke Welch being gone, how much does his lack of presence change the game with him being that second-line center now? Was up with Kidder and Pippin on the first line, but after a while you guys moved him down, spread it out a little bit. and he's still the leading goal scorer for the team, even though
Yeah.
Pippen's one away now after
it's getting
Pippen's had
close.
some hot streaks.
For sure. No, I mean, Luke's a big piece of our team. And offensively, he's that very talented forward, plays the power play. He's talented on penalty kill as well, dangerous on the penalty kill. And like you said, he centers that second line, and we've kind of solidified the lines now. And they were probably the best line we had against Reese Puffer. Obviously with the amount of goals and points, but also just the way they played. And Luke played awesome. And so it's tough when you finally get that line going, and then you have something that upsets it. But again, these things always come up. But Luke will be back, and he's going to be a big piece. He'll be back next week, and he's a huge piece of our team. And like last night, it was great to see Grant Kidder and Brendan Pippen, who again have kind of been our catalysts all year, and for 4 years.
Yeah.
2 4-year players, both, our captains. I think sometimes they surprise themselves with how good they can be. And it wasn't until we were down 6-0, I think that they played with a little bit more desperation, and they dominated in time, scoring 2 shorthanded goals.
2 shorthanded goals,
Yep.
4 goals unanswered to come back, and then that timeout right after the shorthanded goal by Pippen, I believe it was, the second one.
Yeah.
And then they got the power play goal, and that kind of just killed it in that last 7 minutes of the third period.
Yeah, it was a crazy game for sure, but it was, again, you saw pieces that we liked, and again, we wanted that desperation right off the get-go, but it came out, and so we just talked about that. How about the first penalty kill we have today? You play, you don't want to give up the farm, so to speak, in terms of giving up easy the other way, but be aggressive. And you guys are offensively great players, so let's make the most of you're trying to create scoring chances. Let's make the most of those chances, and you're dangerous on PK, so let's do it.
And we know it's a seniors loaded roster.
Yep.
11, I believe, correct?
Yep.
But the 2 big pieces I've seen that aren't seniors that have really stepped up and added some depth scoring is sophomore Tyler Blanchard and freshman Maverick Strokirch, who Strokirch, I believe, is now over 10 points on the season, which is great from a freshman who's bounced around between fourth line barely any minutes up to first line time yesterday and has been really good in a physicality level too.
Yeah, no, I mean, Maverick for a freshman is definitely a horse. He's a strong kid, a big kid. And we moved him up with Kidder and Pippen. And I think the first game struggled a little bit. And then the game since then, he's been awesome, just using his body to create. He's an intense kid on the puck. And then Tyler Blanchard, same thing. When we moved him with Welch and Flax, with Tanner Flax, he started moving his feet a little bit more. He's a big, strong kid, so utilize the tools you have and complement each other on that line. I think Tanner's the other piece of that. It was great to see him have the hat trick against Puffer, because I think he needed a little bit of that confidence. He's a very strong, talented kid, but he had kind of been missing here and there. And so for him to finally kind of break through, I think that's a big piece as we move forward as well. But
Flax early on had a lot of lack of discipline. Got himself up to 18 penalty minutes early, but I think it's been I lost count, but at least probably double digits now that he hasn't taken a penalty.
100%.
Yeah.
And he hasn't. It's not like he hasn't played the same way either. So we're very happy with that. And in fact, we talked about that a little bit even last night. He's playing hard, he's playing physical, but he's not taking those extra penalties, which is great. You're always gonna, as a physical player, you're gonna take some penalties here and there, but don't give him any freebies, so to speak.
Yeah.
And he's been very good at that. And I think he's taken a little bit more of a leadership role too. Even as a sophomore, Tanner's done a great job in that area in helping lead the team.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time.
Yeah.
We got 4 games left in the regular season, and then looking forward to playoffs. So it was great to talk to you and kind of pick your brain a bit about how the season's unfolded, and hopefully looking forward to multiple playoff games to be hosted here at Ferris for the Cardinals.
Very excited about being able to host our games here, and obviously with the news that we got the quarterfinals as well. So it's a tough road, but we're excited for that. And again, thank you, Josh, for all your work you've done this year.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Appreciate it.
What a good time to be able to sit down with Coach Tim Blashill and just talk about everything that's unfolded so far this season. He joked about how we had been talking about it for a while, but just things kept getting in the way. He was on COVID protocol for a game where he wasn't able to make it, and then I was sick for a couple of games and came and broadcasted. This was the week before the Traverse City series, but I kept my distance and didn't want to be around as many people to try to not spread whatever I had. It wasn't COVID at the time, but just in general, trying to keep the spread down of influenza, which unironically the team ended up getting this week, and that's what Coach Blashill talked about a bit, with having 7 to 8 players in and out of the lineup, or in and out of the roster throughout the last week, and missing practices, and some of them not being able to practice as much, and then being thrusted into a game last night with Lowell Caledonia where you were still missing 2 of your top pieces and your starting goaltender, and it was definitely a challenge, especially with Lowell Caledonia last night came out flying like they were determined to win, and maybe they knew about the goaltender situation and thought this was their one chance. So good on Lowell Caledonia to not end the season without a win, but unfortunate for Big Rapids that they were the one team that got beat by LC this season so far. Zamboni cut almost done, and we'll have starting lineups in National Anthem here at Ferris State Ice Arena between the Big Rapids Cardinals and the Mattawan Wildcats. Want to make a correction from something I said in that interview. I've been corrected by Garrett Blanchard that Tyler Blanchard is a junior, not a sophomore. I stated he was a sophomore, and I don't know where I got the information, but I've had sophomore my entire season on my spot chart for Tyler Blanchard, and it was incorrect, so I've called him a sophomore, I don't know, multiple times, most likely on the broadcast throughout this year. And he said he saw in news articles that he's been labeled as a sophomore, and so he wanted to talk to me about it. And rightfully so, as a broadcaster, you're supposed to have the correct information, and somewhere along the line I made a mistake. He probably could have just entered in the information incorrectly on my spot chart and just have had it that way since. But Tyler Blanchard, a junior, not a sophomore. Zamboni off the ice. We're almost ready for action between these two teams. A little bit later than expected. The game was listed as a 2 o'clock, but Ferris State Ice Arena hosting the local house district games. So right before this was the 14U house district playoff game, and that ran until about 2:05 maybe, and then they got off the ice, and that's when we took the ice for warm-ups and had to still Zamboni. So that's where we're left at now, with puck drop looking at probably around 2:35. It's 2:29, now 2:30 exactly, and still have starting lineups in National Anthem to come as Mattawan comes out of their locker room in their yellow and navy jerseys with a little bit of white accent, navy socks with 2 yellow stripes with a white one between them. And now your Cardinals in white with the red horizontal stripe in the middle of the jersey. The blue BR on the chest. And now we'll have starting lineups in National Anthem, so we'll send it down to the public address announcer.
Varsity University for today's game between the Mattawan Wildcats and your Big Rapids Cardinals. Now let's get the starting lineups for today's game. First for the Wildcats, head coach by Chris Eads. Starting at forward, number 5, Carson Madden. Starting at forward, number 12, Ethan Haggard. Starting at forward, number 14, Lucas McKeeby. At defense, number 9, Colin O'Reilly. At defense, number 11, Corey Kindle. And in net, for the Wildcats, number 00, Alexander Cecilski. Now for your Big Rapids Cardinals, head coach by Tim Lashley. Starting at center, number 3, Grant Kidder. At forward, number 14, Brendan Pippin. At forward, number 15, Maverick Roper. In defense, number 23, Jack Bellahowski. And in defense, number 29, Owen Bowman. Into the pipes for the Cardinals, number 1, Evan Bowen. And the rest of the Big Rapids Cardinals. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this game has been made possible by all those who have fought and continue to fight for our freedoms that we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and our country. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. All veterans, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute, and everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem.
Starting lineups for your Cardinals: Grant Kidder, Brendan Pippin, and Maverick Strokirch. On the forward line, as Strokirch has last night, and will do so again today, has moved up into the left wing role with Tyler Bigford out. Owen Bowman and Jack Balahoski on the blue line, and Evan Bowen in net. And for the Wildcats, Lucas McKeeby, Ethan Hogarth, and Carson Mattern. The forward line with Colin O'Reilly and Corey Kindle on the blue, and senior goaltender Alexander, but goes by Ander Cecilski. Cecilski, a 1-0-0 record with 1 goal against and a 9.33 save percentage, has the least amount of playing time over the 3 goaltenders. The starter, Nico Lewis, a 9-4-0 record on the bench. Evan Bowen, 6-11-1, a 2.99 goals against average and an 8.83 save percentage. After having the last game off last night with influenza A and double ear infection. He's back for the Cardinals. Face-off won by Mattawan, and Bome stops the play right at the Cardinal blue line. Strokirch and Bome digging against Mattern and Hogarth. Balahowski now behind the net. Goes for Bome and near side. Back to Balahowski, but he was still getting off the ice and couldn't control, and Pippin gets dumped right in the corner at the blue line. Mattawan shot, blocked, lost the stick, did Balahowski, but kicked the puck, and now Bome with a stick in his arm makes the turnover pass. No hook called, which you could argue should have been made, and the shot goes wide and now out into the neutral zone. Poked near side, Strokirch can't get there first. Bome controls off the boards, but not past Mattern, who dumps it in deeper, and Mattawan gets their first change. McDonald up the boards for Flax. Gets by him and kept in and chipped deeper by Warren. 3-on-2 battle and no one moving. And now the whistle blown as Flax was the only one actively trying to get the puck out, but couldn't even get his stick between any of the 8 legs down there. A minute and 8 gone in the first period. A little bit of a delay as I think it's Balahowski's stick that they're giving back to the Cardinal bench. Face-off controlled by Big Rapids up off the boards, but now bouncing through the neutral zone as back and forth they go. Now flip down into Big Rapids' end. McDonald gloves it down and brings it to Balahowski. Pass through neutral ice, intercepted. Mattawan pass through neutral zone. Team point scorer Carson Byers, the leader in assists, goals, and points. Tied for goals, but a far lead for Byers. Blanchard runs into the defenseman, and Flax can't keep it. Now past Jones as it's chipped down deeper by Zach Kruzik, and it'll go for icing. Carson Byers, 11 goals, 15 assists, 26 points for Mattawan. The 2 closest are Zach Kruzik and Lucas McKeeby, who both have 17 points. So he has a 9-point lead on the second and third place. He is tied for goals with 11 with Aiden Warren. And shot gets tipped up into the netting, comes back down to play, but a whistle will stop with 15 minutes flat. No true shots on goal yet, as Kidder has the draw behind him, and then the backhand attempt goes wide. Pippin at the hash mark throws it down deep. Up the boards and now out for Mattawan. Across the blue line, dances by Balahowski, but his stick last second pokes the puck away from Carson Smith. And now Kidder on a 1-on-3 attack. Dangled through one, goes to the corner, and chips it all the way up the near side boards. McDonald and Leiter pinch and keep, but the breakout pass goes far side and out. Novak dumps it down for Mattawan. Breakout pass again to the neutral zone, and pressure by Flax, who digs that puck away. But Mattawan brings it back up again. Mattern dumping it in. Bowen stops it with the goal stick just wide of the net. Leaves it for Dom. Now McDonald gets tripped up, no call. Leiter gets pinned to the boards, and now at the blue line, Mattawan's shot gets stopped by Flax's stick. Pass to the circle, and a shot swallowed up by Evan Bowen. 3:15 gone in the first period, and the first shot on goal registered by Mattawan. This is Mattawan's 20th game played, 15-4-0, a 7.89 point percentage. A great season this year for Mattawan. Dumped down to the corner, Mattern behind the net with it. Is pinned by Carter Leiter, has support, but Balahowski and now Martin down there for Big Rapids. Mattawan player gets tripped up, and there's no call there either. So a lot of the little things being let go by the officiating crew. Loose puck out front and now sent out by the Cardinals. Mattern dumps it in. And if the officiating crew decides to not call ticky-tack stuff, that's fine, as they're consistent both ways. Pass up the boards, intercepted by Mattawan, and back down behind the net. Kruzik out to the blue line. Shot, gets through, and tipped, and it's in. The shot from the blue line is tipped by Aiden Warren, and it goes top shelf. And the second shot gets by Evan Bowen, and it's a 1-0 lead for Mattawan early in the first. Warren with his 12th takes sole possession of the goal lead for the Mattawan team. Bome dumps it in to the far corner. Pippin to gets stick checked and can't control. And now the breakout pass just past Bome's stick. And now here's Kruzik with it again. This pass gets intercepted by Kidder on the back check and thrown all the way down the ice. They say no icing as the both defensemen were just coasting. Out and back in by McDonald, who gets smoked by both players. And looks like that'll be a penalty for interference. So Mattawan gets the first of the game and gets the 1-0 lead, but they also take the first penalty, as it looks like Carson Byers to the box for interference.
Wildcat penalty, number 2, number 7, 2 minutes interference.
McDonald, after the faceoff win by Big Rapids, setting up the power play. To the blue line, Bome. Far side, Somsel shot and saved and loose, but the whistle goes as the referee on the near side couldn't tell that the puck was loose.
Cardinal Hockey would like to thank some of our sponsors: Fort Wright Water Wells, Crew and Boss Eye Associates, and Schubert Insurance Agents.
In the corner after the faceoff tie-up, Martin digging, has Somsel and Blanchard with him. Somsel now looking, goes to the blue line for Bome. Near side, McDonald holds, goes down for Martin at the hash mark. Looking to move it, moves his feet down behind the net. Now digging, and Somsel, after the poke puck gets to him, he chips it down low. Blanchard cycling. Back up top to Bome. Down to Somsel. Bome moving from the blue line, trying to get some separation. Shot by McDonald goes just wide. It's loose behind the net. Mattawan first to get there, but Somsel in quickly to help pressure. Now back out to the blue line. Kidder can't keep, and it's poked free and into the Cardinal zone by Shripsima. Sorry there on the pronunciation. Shripsima. Pippin now across the red line. Gains the zone. It's poked off his stick and cleared down the ice. 40 seconds left in the initial minor to Byers. 11 minutes in the first. Pressure by Mattawan on the penalty kill. They cause a turnover. Walk out front. Loose puck. Shot goes up wide and off the glass. To the blue line. Another shot. Saved by Bowen. And cleared to the neutral zone. Dumped down, no icing with 8 seconds left. Slap shot off the boards, goes high and wide, kicks off the stanchion to the neutral zone. Penalty is over to Byers. Cardinals 0 for 1. Zach Jones, correction, with the puck in the blue line. Dumps it in. Pippin gets to the loose puck at the half boards. 3 yellow jerseys as Martin and now McDonald supporting. Puck goes down, and Mattawan brings it back up those far half boards. Hogarth dancing through his zone and now across the red line and dumps it in. Bowen stops it for McDonald. pressured quickly by Townley. Up to the blue line. Down low. And poked by Martin. Controlled now by Kruzik. Walking the blue. Shot gets blocked. There's a loose pad from the stanchion on the ice that the Cardinals are trying to dig off the ice and keep play going. As Kruzik has the puck at the hash mark. Back out top to the blue line. O'Reilly. Shot gets blocked. Dom can't get the clearing attempt. McDonald with it. Goes off the glass, and this will get out and go all the way down for icing with 9:12 left in the first. That pad is on the stanchion of the glass right by the defensive door for the Cardinals, the right side of their bench. Got knocked down, I think, with the shot that hit off the boards and went to the, or maybe some bodies, but someone knocked it down, and it was just sitting by the door. And Aiden Herron, aided with a stick of the Big Rapids team, was able to get it off the ice without any delay or interference. Another icing with 9:06 left. Lots of shot blocking early on in this game for Big Rapids, something that I talked with Tim Blatchel about earlier. If you didn't see the interview, as a shot is sticked by Bowen to the protective netting for another stoppage. But had a 12-minute conversation with Blatchel earlier today, aired in our pregame show, and shot blocking, activating the forwards and getting them in the shooting lanes is something that they've done a real good job of this season. Dug out by Pippin. He gets it out into neutral ice. Chips it high. Strokirch right below the circle. Off the frame of the net. Still digging. Loose puck. Back out front. Goes past Mattawan skate, and Flax has it. Wheeling around the net. Looking. Fan pass. Has it again. Strokirch off the boards, but intercepted by Novak. Comes near side to Smith. Throws it wide of the net. Novak with it again. Flax off the end boards. Around the top of the circles. Back down. And Jones trying to get it out. Gets leveled as he tried to flip the puck out of the zone and didn't get control. And that one goes into the bench. This is the second to last home game of the regular season. 2 weeks from today is the last game of the regular season, Senior Day. And also, cool news, the Stanley Cup will be in the building. There will be a presentation of it where it'll be set up and you can see the Stanley Cup and get your photo taken with it for a couple hours before the game. And a shot from the blue line, misses the blocker and is in. Nathan Whitehead gets the screenshot, and it just beats Evan Bowen to the right of his blocker and inside the post for a 2-0 lead for Mattawan. That one caught me a little off guard as Balahoski flips it off the glass. Whitehead with it goes to a far side. Up the ice, Mattawan across the red line and in, off sides. And blown dead. But talking about the cup being here in 2 weeks, a good opportunity to, if you've never seen the Stanley Cup, will be right here at Fair State Ice Arena, open, available to the public, as the Cardinals will host Granville at 1:30. As a bouncing puck off the sideboards and an opportunity and a score. Nick Sopsel, as the dump in hit the end boards, kicked out front. And he was the first one to get to the loose puck and just snapped it home. And it's 2-1 in favor of Mattawan now. 22 seconds after Mattawan's second goal, and Somsel has cut the lead in half. Somsel's second goal of the season. Pippin kicks it out across the blue line and jump back in behind the net. Balahowski with it. Over to McDonald and high off the glass and out. This will go for icing. Yep. As it was curling towards the net but didn't get all the way over. But as Big Rapids host Granville for their senior day, the Stanley Cup will be here. And if you want to know any of the details on that event, the Big Rapids Cardinal hockey page on Facebook will have all the details. So follow there as a shot is saved by Bowen and covered for a whistle.
Big Rapids Cardinal goal scored by number 22, Nick Somsel. Assist on that goal, number 4, Rudolph McDonald. And number 25, Brett Martin.
Somsel from McDonald and Martin. McDonald his third assist of the season and first point for Brett Martin on the campaign. Jones digging off the boards and out. Gets across the blue line of Mattawan as Caleb Kruzik, the other Kruzik on the team, Zach and Caleb, throws it near side. Intercepted by Byers, but now kicked between some skates and now controlled by Byers again. He loses the handle. Warren gives it to his D partner near side. And McKeeby throws it in. Jones is passed to his brother Zach. Gives it to Martin, broken up at the red line. Hogarth, pass over and flip up the ice, gets into the bench again of Mattawan as Corey Kindle was trying to chip it up for his forward line. And the faceoff will come down to the Mattawan end with 5:51 remaining in the first period. Kindle with it as he goes around the net near side. Gets chipped at the boards, but Balahowski holds. Back down behind the net. They'll try the other side. No dice. Now they go through the center ice and intercept at the blue line. Now out on a fourth attempt. Hogarth digging against McDonald. Balahowski spins, throws it off the end boards for Zach Jones. Jones gets bumped. And now pinned. Novak is pinned by Jones as puck is just held there. And now Balahowski out with some speed, dumps it in and looks for a change as all 5 will go off the ice. Pippin cuts off the home run pass quickly. And contact made in center ice incidental between 2 players and both of them back up. Kidder dumps it down for Strokirch with some speed. Will get there first. His pass is blocked. Pippin tries. Loose puck out to the circle. Kidder turns. Walks in. Shoots it low, and it's swallowed up in the pads. And now a whistle. Really delayed whistle there. Kidder on the draw. Pippin and Strokirch. Goes all the way back to Bome. His shot blocked by a stick of Mattern. Pass out to the front, and Jones gets at the blue line. His shot is blocked. Goes for the loose puck, chips it down low. Pippin gets there. His pass through the slot. No one's home for Big Rapids. Bome down low. Pippin will recover, has it in his feet, has Kidder with him, who goes off the boards to Brogan Jones. Shot again, blocked. This one gets out of the zone as 3 blocked shots in that sequence by Mattawan. Bome throws it all the way around hard. It will come all the way out to Kidder at the blue line. He takes a hit. Strokirch with it, goes near side. Bome dumps it in, and they'll be changing for Big Rapids. Second line out with Logan Leiter, Flax, and Blanchard. Dom gets hit from behind, and that'll be a penalty as they'll call it for roughing as Dom was stepping up and got run over from an angle from the backside. And the goal scorer to open the scoring, Aiden Warren, will go to the box.
Wildcat penalty. Number 25, 2 minutes, roughing.
So the schedule looking ahead, Mattawan today, and then Jeffers in Sheboygan next weekend in Sheboygan for the tournament, and then Granville the last of the season before regionals. Pippin, shot blocked. That's 2 or 3 already on this power play for Mattawan. Balhosky controls, walks in, shoots, and it's off the glass. Pippin chips it to the net, but gets stopped, and now it's back behind the net again. Kidder over to Pippin, Strokirch out front. Pippin tries to go top shelf, can't get it, rolls on the dasher to Balhosky at the blue line. Kidder again, off the end boards for Pippin. He curls through one, looks, shot and saved by the glove of Sisilski. Good opportunities and control for Big Rapids on the second power play, just 38 seconds off the clock. They'll send out line number 2. Give their number 1 guys a bit of a rest. Martin, Somsel, the goal scorer today, and Blanchard with McDonald and Bowman. Up the far boards and chipped all the way down the ice by McKeeby. Just past 3 minutes left in the first. 7-4 the shots in favor of Mattawan, 2-1 the score for the Wildcats. Puck chipped by Blanchard, but goes straight into the bench. And if you want to talk about face-off positioning for referees, one I don't agree with, they bring it to center ice where you're not supposed to give any ground, but Blanchard was at the blue line, maybe at the dot, like exactly with the dot. So you could just take it to the face-off dot because it's where he touches the puck, not where the pass came from, which the pass came from the far blue line, or from the Cardinals' blue line. So if you take it all the way back there, you take it all the way back down to their zone. Martin loses it in the corner, comes all the way near side, and McDonald holds on, and looks like a penalty will come to Blanchard with some battling going on in front, and Blanchard will get his 12th penalty minute with a rough. Oh, they're taking both. So coincidentals as Corey Kindle as well will go to the box. So stays 5-on-4.
Coincidental roughings. Number 32 for the Cardinals. Number 11 for the Wildcats.
Cleared down by Mattawan. Just 20 seconds left on the roughing minor to Warren. Pippin across the blue, gives to Kidder. Gets met and chipped back down. 8 seconds left. Balahowski crosses the ice up with Flax, and that one's chipped in. No icing as it touched a Mattawan player, and Kidder plays the body. Pippin gets the puck, spins back, loses it. Now Kidder with it. Pippin at the blue line, Flax. Shot gets blocked, goes to the near corner. Kidder to Pippin again. Out front, Strokirch. And then more roughing coincidentals in front, as it'll be Strokirch going to the box with what looks like Caleb Kruzik.
Another set of penalties by cross-checking. Cardinals, number 15, Wildcats. Number
So 4 players in the box collectively with no time on the clock as the puck goes down to the Big Rapids end. Bome with it. Just over a minute left to play in the first. 0 for 2 Big Rapids on the power play. Dumped in by O'Reilly. Mattawan digging for it, falling over, and now tripping, and that'll be another one. As that's an easy call. As Warren, who was just out of the box after his roughing minor, fell over and then tripped up Martin, who was skating up the zone with the puck.
Wildcat penalty, number 25, 2 minutes tripping.
5th penalty of the period for Mattawan. 3rd power play for Big Rapids. Clock has not started. As Big Rapids controls, gives them about another 8 seconds or so. Kidder digging and getting rough with a defenseman down low. Now Balahoski at the blue line. Pippin at the hash mark. Back to Balahoski. Across. Flax. Shot. Off a skate and goes just wide as it hits Somsel in front. Somsel replacing Strokirch on this number 1 power play. And now Kidder will be called for holding as he got his loose arm around the Mattawan player trying to get the puck out of the zone. And they'll touch up with 15 seconds left. And there'll be the first penalty that's not a coincidental against Big Rapids this period. Kidder now at 16 penalty minutes on the year. And something I also talked with Blashill earlier was the penalty minute leader for Big Rapids is Tanner Flax, who got 18 very early on, but hasn't had a penalty in about 10 games or so. And now Pippin knocking down the puck. Spin move. Finds Flax. His shot goes just wide. A second left, and that'll do it for the first period. So 2 penalty times still on the clock. 1:13 in the Warren trip and 1:45 in the Kidder hold. A 2-1 score for Mattawan as they outshoot the Cardinals 7-4. And that'll be the score after the first period. So we'll head to an intermission break, bring things back later on, and break it down before the second period of play here on Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey on YouTube.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344. Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Paris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport.
UltraCare of Big Rapids, Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLATech.org.
UltraCare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit ultracareonline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the UltraCare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students, grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660.
Amtech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, Affordable Education for Adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLATech.org.
You don't have to go far for personalized, independent health care. With Michigan Primary Care Partners, our family and internal medicine provides comprehensive medical care with state-of-the-art technology in a caring and compassionate environment. Scheduling and results are easy with virtual appointments, on-site diagnostics, Medicare wellness exams, and an in-house pharmacy. 3 convenient locations in Big Rapids, Reed City, and Canadian Lakes. Schedule your appointment at MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com today.
Back in the first intermission, and for the amount of shots, a lot of goals scored. 11 shots in total, 3 goals. It was 7-4 in favor of Mattawan, 2-1 they lead. Big Rapids had 3 power play chances. All of them have been killed off. Well, can't say all of them have been killed off. They're 0 for 2 at least right now. They would be 0 for 3 if the 2 minors on the board stay the way they are. The only way it would change is if Mattawan got another penalty and then Big Rapids scored on the 4-on-3. Then technically the trip to Warren that's on the clock for a minute 13 left would be a power play goal. So unofficially 0 for 3 would take some strange occurrences in order to make them 1 for 3. But a Byers interference and a Warren roughing minor earlier killed off. And then 2 back-to-back coincidental minors, Kindle and Blanchard for roughing, and then Caleb Kruzik and Strokirch for cross-checking. And then when Warren was out of the box after his roughing minor, got a tripping minor shortly afterwards, and then just about 32 seconds later to be exact, Kidder got a holding call, which is the first penalty that was not a coincidental against Big Rapids in that period. So they will have a short 30-second power play, they as in Mattawan, after Warren is out of the box. It'll be their first of the game. Warren got the first goal as he tipped a shot from the blue line and got it to go up top shelf on Evan Bowen. And then the second goal, 5 minutes and 10 seconds later, Whitehead shot from the blue line, snuck through some bodies and just inside the left post, made it 2-0. But 22 seconds later, a dump in by McDonald, kicked straight out to the slot, and Somsel, the first one to get there, just slapped it home. Fresh sheet ice, 17 minutes on the clock. A minute 13 in the Warren minor and a minute 45 in the Kidder minor. Big Rapids will go left to right. Mattawan right to left. 4-on-4 action to start play. Strokirch and Caleb Kruzik still in the box for their coincidentals. And now everyone on the ice, and we're ready to go. Puck drop. Won by Big Rapids, goes all the way back into their zone. Bome has to get back to stop an opportunity. Off the glass for Pippin. He gets pinned to the boards by McKeeby. Bome, stretch pass, tipped by Pippin off the glass. No icing. Back goes Kindle up the boards, but Blanchard gets there. Shot blocked by Kindle's skate. He controls and gives it to McKeeby near side. Out to neutral ice. Dumps it in and shoves off Balahoski as the puck slowly drips into the corner. Pippin past one and now skating up the ice. Has McKeeby next to him. And he dumps it in as McKeeby's just giving him little one-hand love taps. Blanchard gets dragged down by a stick, no call. 20 seconds left in 4-on-4 action before a 5-on-4 power play for Mattawan as McKeeby just runs over Jones trying to step up and make a hit. Now McDonald controls back out of the zone. Dumped into the far corner. Flax and Martin out there with McDonald and Brogan Jones on the blue. Warren out of the box. 30-second power play for Mattawan. Over a minute passed, no shots. Goes wide, fakes the slap shot, and pass out front. No one gets there, and O'Reilly has it. He chips it up off of Flax and into the air. And now McDonald with it. Loses it, and looks like a holding call will be called against O'Reilly. 9 seconds left in the minor to Kidder. And O'Reilly will go to the box. Minute 37 gone in this second period. 4-on-4 for 9 seconds. Kidder will join the power play line as Strokirch, Pippin, Balahowski, and Flax are out there. So in 8 seconds now, Kidder can join that top line for nearly 2 minutes of power play time. He steps out right now, and they call icing as it was 4-on-4. Mattawan iced the puck when it was 4-on-4. So now offensive zone faceoff with the power play. Kidder on the draw, wins it to Balahowski clean. Bome over to Balahowski. Shot blocked. He has the puck again. Walks in, gives to Bome. His shot into the glove of Szylski and held for a whistle. Was going a little bit high and a little bit wide. But the senior goaltender slid over and snagged it out of the air. First goalie that we've seen that's worn zeros this season as Kidder wins the draw, but jumped by Mattawan as Zach Krusik dumped it down. Pippin near side digging with Carson Byers. Kindle far side into the zone clean. Dances through 1 and 2, and now another penalty against Big Rapids will be called as a slash. As knifing through 3 defenders was Gavin McKeeby and gets the penalty called. It'll be Kidder again. He now ties Tanner Flax with 18 penalty minutes. Only had 1 penalty minute until about 4 minutes left, or 1 penalty called until about 4 minutes left in the second. And now in the last 6 to 7 minutes of play, there's been 9 penalties called. McDonald across the red and in. More 4-on-4 play. It'll be Blanchard and Flax with McDonald and Jones. McKeeby plays it back down behind the net. Poked to the blue, but kept by Brogan Jones. And now Lucas McKeeby has a brother Gavin as well. So a couple sets of brothers on this team. Pass near side into the zone. Caleb Kruzik throws it around to the blue and out for McKeeby. Return pass and a dump in on net. Stopped by Bowen. Pippin gives it to Martin. Played down behind the net. And first to get there, Shripsima. Gets hit by McDonald. Returns the hit. McDonald dumps down and thrown all the way down the ice. No icing as the minor had ended to O'Reilly. So now a 35-second power play for Mattawan. 0 for 4 Big Rapids on the power play. Shot blocked by a stick down low. Worked out front and loose puck controlled by Big Rapids. Thrown all the way down the ice on net. Ten seconds left in Kidder's second minor. And offsides as stepping in was Colin Swintz before Mattern got the puck across the blue line. 4 minutes and 15 seconds gone in this second period of action, and we talked about the skills competition last night. Well, today, during our game, the All-Star game. Right now, the Metro and the Pacific divisions in the semifinals. Pippin in across the zone, shoots high off the glass. Walahowski retrieves, throws it down low. O'Reilly for Mattawan. Near side for McKeeby. Stretch pass through the neutral ice. Broken up. Still bouncing. And Mattern couldn't get it, but Hogarth has it. Loses it as he gets hit. Walahowski hits Mattern. And Bome around the net. Off the glass. And out of the zone. No icing. As it's waved off. It was 5-on-5 as Kidder's out of the box. So 0 for 2 on the power play are the Wildcats. O'Reilly dances by one. Pass near side for Townley. Correction. McKeeby. His shot, and he scores. A hard wrist shot off that left wing. Beats Bowen above the leg pad and right below the glove. And it's 3-1 Mattawan in the second. Lucas McKeeby with his 9th goal. Brings him up to 18 points on the season. Tie up off the draw, won by Mattawan. McDonald's pass to Blanchard off the boards. Now Flax into the zone. Shot, sticked away by Cecilski. Flax has the rebound out front. Leiter can't get there before it's recovered by Kindle and out. Off of McDonald's skate at the blue. Dumps it down low. Blashill wanting his forwards to get in on the forecheck. Pointing to where they need to go. Off the glass and through McDonald's legs and out. Carter Leiter back, has 2 on him. His pass is tipped for his brother Logan. His pass is tipped, and now Mattawan throws it to the near corner. Quinn DeBlock gets run into, and Shripsima gets hit as well, and the puck comes out, but thrown back in wide of the net to the near corner again. DeBlock gets bumped as he chips it down low. McDonald tries to get it by, can't get it past Carson Smith. DeBlock over to Smith, shot blocked by a diving Young, who is slow to get up as that one caught him awkwardly. Kruzik from the blue line, shot saved by Bowen. Mattawan controls the rebound. Across, shot, and into the glove for an easy catch for Bowen. Six and a half gone in the second period. Mattawan is added to their lead, making it 2 goals for the second time today. Kidder on the draw, loses it. And controlled by Byers. Off of a skate, and Pippin racing for it. Can't get there. And well defended by Caleb Kruzik. Byers can't get the puck through the skates of Jones. And now Kruzik dumps it in. Out to the blue. Dumped back down by McKeeby. Balhosky up the boards. Pippin can't get it. And shot by Kruzik on net. Saved by Bowen. Chipped out by Strokirch. Kidder to Pippin. Over to Strokirch at the circle. Loses it. Pippin has it. Spinning on his forehand now. Goes to pass. Can't get it to Flax. Flax down low. Loses it. Near side. Mattawan chips it up the boards. Balhosky takes a hit when he's trying to stay his ground, and then Blanchard gets knocked down. Now Flax into the zone. Shot goes wide. Bome at the blue line. Can't get the puck. And Balhosky will send it up that far boards. Intercepted and dumped in. As Mattawan changes, they tag. Stretch pass chipped into the zone. No icing. Martin down to get it. Can't get there in time. And a hit as a man falls by Zach Jones. Later, shot goes just wide. Jones chips it down low. A little bit of a grind line with Jones and Martin out there. Mattawan reverses the sides and now cleanly out of the zone. Across the blue and in. Poked off of Kruzik's stick. He goes back to the blue line. Kindle, near side. Off a stick, now through. Intercepted by Martin. Plays it too far for himself, and it's intercepted by O'Reilly. Kindle dumps it down. Bome in the near corner. Off the glass and out. Kindle collects for the Wildcats. McKeeby in, shoots off the chest of Bowen and covered for a whistle.
Don't forget to stop over and see the ladies to get your Cardinal cash tickets. Also, sign up for Scott Shop. Happen in between after the second period.
Defensive zone faceoff for Big Rapids. With 7:59 left, so we're more than halfway through this contest. Balhosky off the boards, but kept at the blue for the Wildcats. McKeeby in the near corner. Spins off of Dom. Goes to go through Balhosky. Loses the puck, has teammate support. Digging up the boards, and now back down low was Mattern. Also Hogarth is top line back out for for Mattawan. Loose puck in the slot. Swatting at it, can't get it, and Mattern scores! And does the gritty for his celebration as Mattern got the loose puck turned, and with the chaos, Bowen hadn't slid over, and Mattern fires it top shelf. – 4-1, Mattawan in the second. If the online stats are correct, that is the freshman Mattern's first goal, first point of the season, and a timeout called by Big Rapids.
Wildcat goal scored by number 5, Carson Matter. 6 on that goal, number 11, number 12.
Kindle and Hogarth on the assist from Mattern. And a lot of depth scoring not coming from their number 1 guy in Carson Byers. As Pippen gets hit from behind and goes headfirst into another player and is down. And surprised that's not called, where Pippen got shoved from the backside and went headfirst into the knee of another player. That's a dangerous play to let the shove from behind go unanswered. Pippen all season long seems to be the one who gets hit in the back, run in the head, in all these different situations. And another one again. The referees talked but decided still not to say or call anything. And Pippen goes off under his own power, thankfully. And the skates of the linesman now dug out in the near corner. Pinned by Flax, and now McDonald with the puck. And now the players holding Flax, and they don't call it. Flax literally couldn't skate away and had his arm up, showing that he was being literally held around his left arm, and nothing. Very interesting officiating on both sides throughout this entire game. Flax with the puck now across the blue line. Shot tipped, goes into the netting. And I talk about the officiating not just from a Big Rapids side, but there's been stuff back and forth that me watching up here can see clearly, and it's not one of those ones where, oh, the people in the stands saw a different angle than the referee that's right there. There are clear penalties both ways that I believe should be called that are just being let go. Dumped in by Big Rapids. They have to tag as they were offsides. Stretch pass tipped and knuckling and called for icing as it just crosses the goal line before Balahowski gets there. .6:25 left in the second, 4-1. Our score in favor of Mattawan, 15-8. The shots in favor of the Wildcats as well. There have been 10 penalties called. 6 for Mattawan, 4 for Big Rapids, as that shot by Pippen is saved by Szylski, and Pippen keeps the dump out in the zone. Reverse the action, near side for the Wildcats. Off the boards, but Jones will keep. He gets shouldered hard and dropped down to the ice. Kidder with the puck. Spins, pass out to the blue line. Balahowski fans on it. Has to go back to retrieve. Dumps off the boards, and Strokerts goes to chip it lower. And his pass for Pippen now. Out across the blue line, and Jones throws it in. Just past 6 minutes left. Still offsides are Big Rapids. Shot for Byers, gets blocked by some legs. Retrieved by Townley to the blue line. Shot again, up high. O'Reilly with it, spins back but goes across the blue line. Now it's offsides, and Jones takes it for Big Rapids. Two Wildcats collide. Jones' shot goes wide. Martin retrieves, has Young with him, but the puck comes all the way out, and three bodies collide. And now one gets punched as it looks like Jones kind of pushed away from the Mattawan player. That was Matt Novak. Kind of pushed away from him when all three bodies were on the ice, and then Novak went after him, and that gets called. So with 5:04, another penalty against Mattawan. Big Rapids 0 for 4 on the power play, gets their fifth chance. Pitch and catch between Balahowski and Flax. Down low for Kidder. To Flax again. Across the blue, Balahowski. Pippin down low. Across the slot. Off the stick. Strokers throws it off the end boards. Pippin has it again. Back out front. Kidder shot and saved by Cizilski, who slid across and got the glove in time on the backdoor try by Grant Kidder. Wow, what an opportunity there, and what a save. Cizilski has only gotten one decision this entire year, a 1-0-0 record, but is playing very well. He's a senior goaltender, but just hasn't gotten the same amount of time. But good goaltending from all three Wildcat goaltenders. Off of Kidder's skate, retrieved by the Wildcats. Gavin McKeeby skating up the zone, off the boards. Gets it low as Mattern goes into attack. In the corner. Gets run into by Balahowski. In the feet, still digging, now out. Kidder has it. Just over a minute left in the minor, 4 minutes in the second. Strokirch bumps into someone, and now Kidder with the puck. Spin move, cuts back, shoots, and it's saved. Loose again. Kidder brought down. Flax at the blue. Shoots. Blocked. Bodies falling in front. And the loose puck. Kidder trying to get at it. Now McDonald goes to Strokirch. Back to McDonald. His shot gets through. Saved. Flax on the far hash mark is just a roughhouse in front of the net. Strokirch's shot is blocked as he fans on it, and now brought down in front was Blanchard. That'll be another call as Flax's shot is saved. Bowen goes to the bench for the extra attacker. 15 seconds left in the first minor. Shot from the blue goes wide. Pippin controls, leaves it for Kidder. Over to Strokirch, off his skate, shot, can't get it, and it's touched by Mattawan. And interference will be called. 5-on-3 for 4 seconds before Novak's out of the bench, or out of the box. And it'll be Caleb Kruzik again. He lost his stick in the fray and just kept shoving Blanchard over and over and over and over and over. And then eventually, they were just little shoves in the back to kind of have positioning and let him know he's there, and then eventually just shoved him up higher and knocked him down. Somsel off the faceoff win by Martin. McDonald and now Beaumay. His shot blocked down in front. One man out of the box as it's 5-on-4. Cleared down the ice. 3 minutes left in the second. As Big Rapids has accumulated 10 shots this period. It's 15-14 shots in favor of the Wildcats, but right now it's 10-8 in this period. However, 2-0 in the second for the Wildcats. Off of McDonald's skate to the far side. Up in the air. Mattawan trying to get it out, and now McDonald with it. Poked off his stick. Martin around the net. In his feet, kicks through. Out to Beaumay. Beaumay throws it down low, didn't have any other play. Leiter gets in there and pokes it, and now Somsel with it. Across from McDonald at the circles. Goes around one. Plays it down low and off the boards by the Wildcats. And couldn't keep it, and now chipped for an opportunity. Trips him up. Shot and saved in the chest of Bowen and covered up for a whistle. Got in alone, but couldn't bury it on the shorthanded attempt. 54 seconds left in the interference called to Kruzik. 2 minutes left in the second. Big Rapids 0 for 5 now on the power play today. Something that's killed them all season long is the power play numbers. Got two shorthanded goals last night, but nothing on the power play when they were trying to come back against Lowell Caledonia. Pippin to Strokirch, dumps it in, goes all the way around the zone, and now out by the Wildcats as their clearing attempt gets off a stick. Flax down low behind his net. Skates it out, looks for a pass. Near side has Pippen. Into the blue. Goes wide. Tries to dangle through one. Loses on the second attempt. Now Kidder with it. Spins. Plays it back to Balahoski. Across for Flax. Looking to Balahoski now. His shot goes off of the glove of the goaltender wide. And 2 seconds in one. And out of the box comes Kruzik. Both Miners killed off. 0 for 6 Big Rapids. Good chances, but nothing in the net so far in the power play today. Bome off the bench, keeps it. Pippen goes past his legs. He stops the pass attempt and then plays it on net, but covered before Strokirch or Kidder could get there. Shots were 7-4 for the Wildcats in the first. They're 11-9 right now for Big Rapids. 16-15 for the Wildcats. 4-1 they lead with 47.8 left in the second. Face-off won by Mattawan. Blanchard, though, gets to the corner to get the puck first. Byers skating with Martin behind him. Martin falls, and Byers has some room. Gets around McDonald, stops in the corner. McDonald on him hard. Around the near side. Wildcats to the blue line. Warren gives it to his defenseman who shoots wide, and Kruzik. Byers again. Gets bumped by McDonald, falls. Puck comes out, and then Byers just drops Bome as he gets the puck out. And then Byers gets hit afterwards with a retaliation by Bome, and that's not called. That's one of the things that I talked about earlier that should be called. As the time ticks off and the slap shot goes wide, and that'll end it. Shot totals end 12-9 to even it up 16 all. But Mattawan 2-0 in the second period, and they lead 4-1 as we head to another intermission break. 17 minutes left between these two teams, and we'll get you set for that when we come back here on Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey on YouTube.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Ultra Care of Big Rapids Spectrum Health. Just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students, grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Oh, my back!
Your back is acting up again. The muscles are sore and stiff. You can hardly bend. Try Paris Auto Sales and Service to replace your shocks and struts. When you've worn out shocks and struts, the smallest potholes can jar your spine. The smallest bumps can bend your head, flying back into the roof of the car. Don't get CTE and have back pain. Visit the NAPA certified techs at Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. They'll get you cruising along pain-free in no time. Paris Auto Sales and Service, just north of Big Rapids, your Napa Service Center.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660.
AltaCare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit AltaCareOnline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the AltaCare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
Amtech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, affordable education for adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLAtech.org.
Do you suffer from arthritis, bursitis, tendinitis, or carpal tunnel? Maybe a sports injury has you sidelined. Trust the orthopedic surgeons at West Michigan Surgery Center to get you back in the game. West Michigan Surgery Center offers many of the same advanced orthopedic treatments performed in hospitals at a fraction of the cost, without the wait. West Michigan Surgery Center in Big Rapids. Named among the best ambulatory surgery centers in the country by Newsweek magazine. Visit westmichigansurgerycenter.com today.
Second intermission almost done, as these two teams have been deadlocked in the shot totals now at 16 all, but Mattawan has controlled the game with a 4-1 lead. 4 different goal scorers in Warren Whitehead, Lucas McKeeby, and Mattern. Somsel got the lone Big Rapids goal over halfway through the first period to make it 2-1, but that's it so far. 6 power plays, as there's been 8 penalties for Mattawan, 2 coincidental, and 2 power plays for Mattawan, the 2 minors against Kidder at the end of the first and early in the second. And no one scored on them. 0 for 6 so far for Big Rapids, 0 for 2 for the Wildcats. And that's where we sit, awaiting the third period. 17 minutes on the clock, 4-1 the score, 16 shots apiece. And that's all that separates us from a final today, barring a 3-goal comeback or more in this period. Well, a 3-goal comeback, send it to overtime. More, Big Rapids could get the win, which would be ideal for the Cardinals, but a tough opponent in the Wildcats that have not really allowed a lot. And when there's been good chances, a couple good power play chances for Big Rapids, but Szylski has stood tall. The Wildcats on the ice. We await the Cardinals' return and the final first puck drop. Evan Bowen heads to the right net. Szylski heads to the one on the left. As the Cardinals go right to left, the Wildcats left to right across the screen for the third period of action. Linesman blows his whistle, ready for the puck drop. Won by the Wildcats, controlled. Thrown all the way in by O'Reilly. Bounces off the end boards and covered by Bowen. Seven seconds off the clock to start the third. Dump all the way down the ice, and it'll be stopped by Szylski. He'll stop it for a whistle as well. Face-off controlled by Mattawan. Near side for Mattern to get it out. And he takes a big shoulder from Bome. Shot blocked and goes up into the glass, and Strokerch runs into McKeeby down in the corner. And now Pippin out across. Bome trying to make a move. Knocks the puck down, but can't get control. And an interference play not called, as McKeeby basically set a pick on Pippin and tripped him up. He looked, saw him, stopped, and then put his stick down in the way. Mattawan wins the draw to the blue line. Dumped down low, kicks off the end boards, and Bowen plays it away from danger. And brought down McDonald by a stick of Warren, and now they are stopped against the boards. Flax gets in there against Byers. Now McDonald digs it out. Near side pass for Blanchard. Looks, finds Logan Leiter in the neutral zone. Off his stick, though. Can't control. Dumped out. McDonald has it. Dumps it in behind the goal. Szylski stops it for his defenseman. Blanchard runs his body through. Byers with Kidder on him. Can't get it into the zone. Kidder now gets it all the way in and gets run into the boards by Warren. Walahowski jumps the passing lane near side, gets knocked down. And the other way goes Gavin McKeeby. Reverses it for his partner, Kruzik. Off the glass for his brother, Kruzik. Zach and Caleb. But now Pippin the other way. Goes around, patience, and scores! Went to his backhand and then cut to his forehand all the way around the goaltender. Had a diving Wildcat on his back right, and just held off until he could lift the puck over the leg pad. Cuts the lead in half. It's now 2-4 Mattawan. And with that, Pippin has tied Welch for the goal totals with 12. Welch missing yesterday and today, being sick. And Pippin's got his third in 2 days. Behind the net, Beaumay with it. Up the near boards for Blanchard. Kept at the blue line, though, and shot to the corner by Whitehead. Shot from the blue line goes up and wide. And the rebound found by Townley. Back to Whitehead. He shoots it, blocked down in front by Flex. Played back to Whitehead by McKeeby. Looks for a shot again, off a stick and off the glass. Leiter on the far half boards. Gets run in too hard by McKeeby before he can make the play. Leiter with it, throws it off the boards. Kept at the blue, now Whitehead again. Third chance, it's blocked. Logan Leiter makes a move, takes a hit, loses his footing. Puck played down for Carter Leiter now. Up the near side boards, Whitehead, his fourth attempt, shot blocked. This time by Flax. Balahowski pokes it to the blue line. Back to Balahowski, off the pass off the boards. Skating, trying to get it out. Logan Leiter with it. Throws it all the way down the ice, and Szylski gloves it down and holds for a whistle. .13 and a half left in the third. Near side dump and out of the zone for the Wildcats. Off the stick of Smith, can't control, and McDonald throws it all the way around the boards for Big Rapids. Out to the blue line where Amos has it. He throws it down low to the corner. Foot speed to get past a couple. And a shot blocked by a diving Young. Kept by O'Reilly, who throws it back down low. McDonald with it, off the glass, knuckling and kicked by Young. And O'Reilly falls, and now a 2-on-1. Young and Somsel. Young shoots, rebound goes past Somsel, and it's loose in front, but there's 5 Wildcats on the 2 Cardinals to gather that loose puck. Poked in the neutral zone by Kidder. Somsel has it again. Has 4 on him and dumps it in as Kidder will try to get the forecheck. Gets a shove in on Amos down low. Somsel, after the Beaumay chip, has it. Gets pinned. Kidder trying to dig it out. Can't. Now it's at the blue line. Kidder pokes it down low, and Strokerts will get there. Somsel goes to change to get the top line back out there, so Pippin on the ice. Fan pass. Kidder has it. Shot from a bad angle. Saved by Szylski. Pippin in the far corner. Has Strokerts with him. Balahowski plays the body. The puck goes by and out. Up the far side, Warren gets it out, and a 3-on-4 advance. Dumps it in on Bowen, and he covers for a whistle. Five to 2, the shots in favor of Big Rapids this period. Face-off controlled by BR. Off the boards. Leiter gets pinned, now peels off of it. Has space, but just chips it up the boards, and it's intercepted by the Wildcats. Back down into the corner. Warren against Jones. Warren gets in there and gets the puck to Byers. Cross pass to the slot. Can't control or get a shot was Kruzik across the blue line. The other Kruzik to Byers. Now O'Reilly with it. Spinning. Back to Kruzik. Shot goes wide. Down low against the half boards. Jones, and now a couple Mattawan bodies. Now out to the blue line. Kept. O'Reilly with it. Goes for a pass. Tipped just wide. Had Warren on the back door, but he couldn't get his stick free to redirect the pass on net. McDonald throws it down the half boards, and it'll go all the way down for icing. Yes. With 10:43 left. Again, only one more home game this regular season. 2 weeks from now, Senior Day for Big Rapids as they host Granville. And the big news, the Stanley Cup will be in the building. If you want to come see it, get a photo with it. It'll be about 3 hours before puck drop. You'll have time during that 3-hour period to see the cup. For more news on that and Big Rapids and Cardinal hockey in general, go find the Facebook page, Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey. Shot from the blue line, tipped off some bodies in front. Whitehead's pointing. He's the one who shot it, and his forwards point back at him. So not sure who gets the goal there, but it's 5-2 Mattawan. Pippin got one early, but the Wildcats are ferocious. Kept up the pressure and got another one past Bowen. Strokirch dumps it in. Back goes Whitehead. Flip through the neutral zone. Glove down by Pippin, but controlled by Mattawan. McDonald in the corner, gets pinned. And the Wildcats control to the blue line. Whitehead shoots, gets blocked by Strokirch. Chips it down low for his forward and DeBlock. And now two in a wrestling match in the corner. DeBlock and McDonald, and now whistle blown and holding call. And I believe they're calling it on McDonald. Yes. A holding call on McDonald. Out of the blue line, and O'Reilly has to reset for the Wildcats. This is their third power play. They're 0 for 2. Intercepted by Pippin, but controlled by Warren. Walhosky tries to bump him, but the big body of Warren shakes it off. Now Pippin with it. High flip for Kidder, who can't find it in time. And now circling back is McKeeby behind his net. Kidder on him. He falls. Kidder's got the puck now. Skates back into the neutral zone. Gets poked and gets hit by Warren. Draws some excitement from the Wildcat bench. Now McKeeby with the puck into the zone. Looking, goes around Jones and gets bumped from behind by Kidder. Now Flax with the puck. Gets by one. Has some space in a 2-on-3 now. drags by a man, tries to go to the slot and can't, and it's covered. And then some cross-checking in front after the whistle by Kruzik.
Big Rapids penalty, number 4, 2 minutes holding.
51 seconds on the minor to McDonald. 8.5 in the third. Pippen talking with the referee, and to no avail. Martin on the draw with Pippen, Bome, and Balahoski. And Pippen just skates it back to the neutral zone and then dumps it back in. Recovering is Caleb Kruzik. Up the far side boards for Mattern. Dumps it in. And Bome gets there before him, but he chips it off of Mattern's skates. And the freshman controls. Coasting around the zone. Dumps it down low. In the corner, Walahoski throws his body into Smith. Back to the blue line, Kruzik to his partner, McKeeby. 5 seconds left in the power play. No real chances for Mattawan. As McDonald's out of the box. 0 for 3 on the power play. At the blue line, poked, and now Somsel with it. Dumps it in and gets run into the boards just softly by Mattern. 7.5 left in the third. Off the skate of McDonald, bouncing puck. Thrown in by Kruzik. Jones dodges a hit, dumps it off the boards for Somsel, who dumps it lower. And now Strokirch in deep, takes a hit, runs off of it. Kidder, backhand attempt, save, loose in the pads, and now blown dead. And a Mattawan player telling Kidder to look at the scoreboard. Classic. Offensive zone faceoff for the Cardinals. 7 minutes left. Flax loses it. Kindle gets run into hard by Jones. Near side and out of the zone, Kruzik dumps it in. Other Jones and Brogan trades with Blanchard on who was going to get the puck, and now up the half boards, Jones has it with Flax. He chips it over the heads and down. Whitehead with the puck. Off the far boards and out. Flax slaps it in, and tagging is Blanchard. Those two will change, and Kidder and Pippen back out on the ice. Later puts his body into a Wildcat who falls down. And then Kidder shoves him back down. Something I've seen from Kidder a lot is the physicality. He doesn't always hit people, but gets into maybe some frustration and starts to take it out. Around behind the net for the Wildcats. Stretch pass just misses the stick of DeBlock, and that'll go for icing with 5:59 left. Empty net for Big Rapids with 6 minutes left. Bome at the blue line. Shot wide and out of the air. Pippen hit it, but got blocked. Now Kidder in the far corner. Strokirch out front, battling. To the slot, and Martin gets pulled down before he can get the opportunity. And then Bome gets run over hard. And then standing over top of him, and not sure what's happening, as Bome was just on the ice, and standing over top of him was the guy who hit him and couldn't get away. And shot all the way down for icing. It's been a madhouse. Shots are 8-4 in favor of Big Rapids, but Mattawan has been the last goal scorer, and it's one apiece in this period to make it 5-2. 6-on-5 with the empty net. Flax wins it clean. Shot from the blue line goes wide by Bome. Pippin recovers at the hash mark. Has Smith on him, knocks him down. Now is the puck. Goes to dance through. Pass intercepted, and shot all the way down the ice for the empty net for icing. 5:07 left in the third.
Get out your tickets for your Cardinal match. We have a winner tonight.
Flax, Blanchard, and Somsel out with Martin, McDonald, and Brogan Jones. Flax off the draw. Shot blocked. Martin with it now. Around the corner. Tries to go out front. It's in some skates. Clean attempt blocked by those same skates. McDonald down low. 5 minutes flat left in the game. Cardinals need 3 goals. Near side, McDonald will get there first to hold. Goes to the blue for Jones. His shot blocked, and it's loose at the blue line. He clears it, though, to the far side. Off the boards and out. And dumped back in. Changing is Big Rapids. Mattawan has time for the breakout pass, but just shoots it up to the 2 forwards of BR. Right at the scorer's box. Now Strokirch into the zone. Somsel with it. Shoots blocked by the legs of a defenseman. Moved by hand cleanly, legally. And now up the half boards by Somsel. Jones to Balahoski, and brought down in front is Strokirch. And not sure what's happening as they blew it dead immediately. Pippin's limping, favoring his right skate as he's at the close half boards off on the glass. And they're taking Strokirch as well, so it's coincidental minors. The 4:12 left. Bome with the puck, throws it down low, hand in the air, signaling for a minor penalty to come against Mattawan. I would just let them touch the puck, then you'd have 6-on-4. You already have 6-on-5 right now. Players touches, and there's the whistle, and a cross check called against Mattawan.
15 for the Cardinals and 13 for the Wildcats. Cross-check. Another Wildcat early, number 16, 2 minutes cross-check.
Whitehead to the box for cross-checking. It was Strokirch and Caleb Kruzik for cross-checking for the Coincidentals. So 6-on-4. Shot blocked. Jones pins the player in the corner. Martin trying to dig it out. Has Young with him. Young to the blue line for McDonald. Across the blue for Bome. At the circle. Throws it all the way down and around. Jones will get it near side. Goes to Young. Stops and starts. Shoots. And Blanchard can't get the tip. McDonald to Bome. Shot blocked. Second chance. Dumps it down low. Lots of yelling from the crowd about a player in the crease as this one's tipped up high and wide down the ice. High stick called, but Big Rapids will be the first to touch, so it doesn't matter. 1:10 left in the power play. 3 minutes in the game. Need 3 goals. Sizilski dumps it all the way around and out. Played by McKeeby, and he just absolutely barrels over Balahoski. Pippin at the scorer's circle, scorer's table, dumps it in. Off the boards for the Wildcats. Loose puck, Balahoski at the circle, shoots, and it's saved by Szylski. Flax at the hash mark. To Pippin at the blue. Through some bodies, off the skate, saved on the rebound attempt by Kidder. Can't fault Big Rapids for not trying, as 26 shots to outshoot their opponent by 7, but just can't get them by the goaltender of Szylski, who's been playing a fantastic game. Pippin gets run into by Smith, spins off of him. His pass deflected into the air. Balahoski's shot loose in front. Now Blanchard with it. Goes back out to in front of the net. Loose puck off the rebound. Still loose. Digging at it. Out front. Chipped away. Smith has it. And with 5 seconds left, that'll do it most likely for the power play. They're out of the box. Big Rapids 0 for 7 on the power play. And if you wanted to look at something that might have gotten them out in the game, it would have been that. If you could score 2 of those, you'd be down 1. And now another one will be called, as brought down to the ice was Mattern, and he reached around and just grabbed the helmet of Pippin and pulled him down. So a holding call on Mattern. Another power play with 1:35 left. th penalty on Mattawan. If this was USA Hockey, one more and the coach would be suspended. Big Rapids has 7 guys on the ice. They're trying to figure out who's... They have 7. They got to take one off. Now Strokirch will take the draw as Martin's kicked out. Later, pass over, gets deflected and out of the zone. McDonald dumps it in. Big Rapids tags. And Mattawan dumps it all the way down the ice. Bome around the boards near side for Logan Leiter. Plays it through the neutral zone, and Martin couldn't control. Now O'Reilly looks, tries to go for the open net, but Bome blocks it. Now Strokirch across the blue, dances by one, loses the puck, and can't get the shot. Cleared attempt blocked, up the half boards, and now slapped all the way down by Townley. Misses the open cage, and Balahoski gets there. Stretch pass off the boards for Young. Gets hit, loses the puck, and now all the way down the ice again by the Wildcats. 30 seconds left. And dumped all the way down, and this one will be for icing. And we'll see what they'll do with... They'll send Bowen back out. 25 seconds exact before Mattawan advances to 16-4 and Big Rapids drops to 7-14-1. Around the net hard, Balahoski throws it all the way down the ice, and that'll go for another icing. Killed off 7.5 seconds. Face-off one again in Blanchard's feet. He takes a hit up high. We'll see how rough this gets in the next 10 seconds. And afterwards as tripping over the stick was Swintz. Looks back at Kidder angrily. Flats into the zone, shoots just wide, and that'll do it. And Swintz taps on the head of Kidder and then gets knocked down by the linesman. He tapped on the helmet of Kidder to say, hey man, good job. Haha, we won. Hee hee. And then he blew a kiss to the crowd, and then the linesman knocked him on his butt. On accident. But it's still funny. So the final score, 5-2, the Wildcats win. They get outshot 26-19, but are victorious. Big Rapids falls to 7-14-1. Mattawan advances to 16-4-0 on the season. And we look to next week. Big Rapids on their last road trip of the season will head up to Sheboygan to play Jeffers and then Sheboygan on a Friday-Saturday duo of games. And then a week after that, home against Granville for Senior Day. Again, I'm Josh Baker. Been here for all the entire season, and thanking you guys for tuning in, and appreciate the support I've gotten from the entire Big Rapids parents, staff, the team, and everything. And had a good conversation with Blashill about it today, and just want to say thank you. And signing off, and hoping that you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon as the Cardinals unfortunately fall 5-2. And that'll do it for our broadcast. You've been watching Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey here on YouTube.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Alter Care of Big Rapids Spectrum Health. Just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Paris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport. Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen, like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA Green and Gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call